This is a story about winter and joy of holiday in the Baltic state, Lithuania. It's about hard times, family reunion, and the magic of Christmas. As winter came closer, their families all around the world started preparing for Christmas. Lithuania was no exception. Somewhere near Kaunas there was a family of Kritmavici. They were as normal as any other critter family, yet not this winter. We had such a great harvest this year. I shit was like, but every year, said Apotheria, then giggled. Me too, but I have to work. I'll see you later, said Arunas, and went inside. Apotheria stood there for a few minutes, turning around. She went to wake up her hamster children. Older ones were at the fields. They were shepherds. Have you slept well, children? She asked her children, while slowly walking near them. The bed seemed to be empty. Where could have they gone? As if they were never there. Began the hard times. Apotheria looked for them in every single corner of their cottage. She ran to the door. It seemed like the door was going to burst from such impact. The door opened and hit the wooden cottage wall. Autumn wind burst inside. It was snowing. A slim fog was covering the entire village. Apotheria saw a figure coming towards her. It wasn't clear who it was. Covering her face with her unjeweled dress, she asked herself, what if that's my child? What if it's one of them? She started running towards the figure, hidden in the mist. The wind was howling like no other day. It was a man. His head was bent like 10 tons worn on his neck. The legs of his barely rose above the ground. It seemed like this person was going to on a trip. What happened? What could have caused such a frown? Porphyrius stood a good meter away. She wanted to help him, but how? They're just going to ignore him. She would have done the same thing if the terrible thing happened. The mysterious man saw the shadow of Porphyria. He tilted his head up. It was Arunas. Our cows are gone. You lost all of our own animals with disappointments and Arunas. He was part of his clothing to wipe at it. Children are gone too, responded Porphyria. This is terrible. How can we survive? Call someone for help, shouted Porphyria's husband. Someone help us, help us. Our children, cows are gone. Help us, shouted afterwards. Then afterwards started running up Porphyria. It didn't take long until people heard and started spreading the news of such an event. Many offered food for this unlucky family. It felt as if life pulled a rug under their feet, something bitten after their cows. But Renamachi refused these offers. Your offer is really generous. We can't accept it. It feels wrong. Thank you for such a gift, but we can't accept it. Our cows are still there. There's no need gifting these cows to us. Time kept on ticking without wanting to slow down. After 2 weeks, 3 weeks until Christmas, something strange happened. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Porphyria opens the door. I'm sorry. Your children were taken by Raccoon Viesulas. I knew it, Abbott, with uncertainty said the young hamster. Our children were taken by Viesulas. How dare he, Porphyria? Arunas, our children were taken by Viesulas. And our cows, asked Arunas. Were our cows taken by Viesulas? Half loudly asked Porphyria. Yes, them too, answered the young hamster. Yes, them too, Porphyria answered to Arunas' question. We'll take all that was taken from us, declared Arunas, and after a second or two started preparing for the trip. It didn't take long for them to be outside. Arunas asked the young man, where did Viesulas take the cows and children? North, towards Jamai, the visitor said. Arunas didn't wait for him to finish his speech. He was marching to the north. They've passed many farms, forests, and plains. They've seen many castles and cottages, and ruins. The family decided to rest in the closest cottage. Knock, 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 knock. The door opens. A beaver face appears. "What can I do for such a nice couple of hamsters?" Beaver asked. "We would like to stay for a night. Is it okay?" as Arunus asked. "Of course. It's good luck letting in visitors. What brings you here?" With a nice smile he asked. "Our cows. The young ones were taken by a raccoon named Useless. Have you heard of him?" "Yes, he's an adventurer. He was actually born in a nearby town," Joy answered the beaver. "Thank you for your intel. It's pretty late. We should rest." Next morning, Arunus woke up when the rooster started crowing. The beaver family already had begun making breakfast for them. They have prepared cattails, grasses, and frozones. "Do you happen to have any seeds? We can't digest grass," with mixed feelings said Arunus. "Sorry, we know didn't know about any hamsters until now. Our biology books didn't mention much about hamsters. What seeds would you like to eat?" Uh, "You don't have to do this. It doesn't matter which ones. We prefer to eat sunflowers or pumpkin. They have bird seeds. That's it," shamefully said homeowner Beaver. "We're good. We don't need these seeds. I think we should go." "Do you know where you can find Useless?" asked Arunus while preparing for a hike. After pondering, Beaver said, "I think he's heading home. I'm not sure Useless isn't consistent with the survival type." Well, we have to go. Once again, thank you for your intel," smiled the Buffetius husband and started the hunt. That generous Beaver was right. The village was near them. Finding the raccoon wasn't as easy as getting here. First he asked natives where he may be. They all said he's going to be here after who knows more days. Answers varied, but all of them didn't know when. They know that he'll arrive before winter ends, but who knows for sure? Even Vestas, the adventurer raccoon, had no idea when he'd be back. Winds led his path to wherever he felt like. They felt like luck appeared to shine this day. They heard words come from every corner of the village. "The adventurer has returned. He's back. He's back." They rushed to the source of this news. There stood a raccoon with a sad face towards the sky. "What's in? Here was one who took what was theirs. How can he stand like that? Like an egomaniac or hero of sorts." They waited for the crowd to disperse. They kept waiting, just kept talking about what he had seen. Probably that's why everyone was so interested in him. Useless was a way for them to know what's happening besides in the village. Can you blame them? They're just regular farmers whose families lived here for generations. Sometimes you need to freshen up your life. Something that isn't just farming and everyday struggles. It was their way of celebrating Christmas. It was getting late. Many went to their cottages and started preparing for dinner. When there was barely anyone, Vyasa spelled a bit. He stopped talking about his glorious adventures. Raccoon's legs started marching towards his cozy cottage, which was near a pond. They were waiting for this moment. Arunus was running faster than his wife could keep up. He held her hand, and like the wind was running towards Vyasa's home. Arunus and his wife Apotheria didn't know where their cottage stood. The only source of the direction they had was Vyasa's march direction. His cottage was at the end, at the corner of the village. They walked around Vyasa's house. They waited for him to enter the shed. He did so. A few minutes, and then the door shuts open. "Give us our cows and children," shouted Arunus, with his partner Apotheria standing close to him. "What children?" "I took nothing," confused shouted back Raccoon Useless. "Those you took a few weeks ago." Still not giving up, bold Arunus I didn't take any of your children, still confused, shouted Viosulas. Yes, you did. We know what you did. That you did it. That, with confidence, he told us Viosulas our adventurers today. He had no clue what we were talking about and what's going on. There happened. Anxiety has fallen upon him. This cares and uncertain never felt in his entire emotions-filled life. Arunas noticed that he stood there unable to comprehend what's going on. Viosulas was picked up and thrown to his bed. His eyes closed after a few minutes. He fell asleep. Next morning, Arunas whispered to Fairy, "We need to get all of the information we can. Once wakes up, I will ask him." Viosulas wakes up, yawn. His eyelids felt like they were glued. Sleeping for so long may feel good, but it isn't the best for your body. You should get out of here, or they'll do who knows what to me. Viosulas decided to run away. He quietly opened the window. Freedom was so close. The door opens. He has been caught. His destiny. His destiny to explain everything he knows. Now tell me, where did you take them? Arunas crossed his arms. I didn't. Are you from Lodishke village? The one in Kaunas County? Raccoon asked. Yes, I am. Arunas answered with a straight face. It's a funny story. I was having a midnight jog, as I always do, on Friday. I heard children making noises in your barn. I got curious, so I peeked inside. I saw these children playing with the cows. I think they saw me. They probably thought I came to stop them. They got so scared of me that they jumped on the cows, each one a separate cow. Then the cows started running towards the door. I have seen cows run many times, but I never this fast. I jumped to my right side. These cows ran in a flock. They tried to stop me. I tried to stop them. Tragically, I had no energy to do so. To summarize, your children ran with a flock of cow, the cow flock. Viosulas told the story and closed his eyes. That story sounded bizarre. How can that happen? They're children. What went across their minds? Thank you for your story. Do you know what direction they went with confusion, anger, and fear as the runes? I didn't know it was pushback. I was tired, I guess the opposite of the barn. That's west. Thank you for your story. You have to go. Confidently said Arenas. Goodbye. Smiled and exited the farmhouse above area. I think I know where they went. Still confident said Arenas. They went to Baluabe. Why exactly? That's where I bought these cows when they were calves. Arenas laughed. Tears of brownness rolled down his face. The journey was going to be long. 14 kilometers walking past the forest isn't an easy task. They managed to get there by the end of the day. Their march was done. They stood upon the lands of Paluobi. A few kilometers away stood hamsters. They were young. They were surrounded by sheep. It appeared as they were struggling to control of these sheep. Uranus and the Porphyria called subterranean the town. Everything seemed fine. At the end of that third barrel, there stood 4 hamsters. All of them were dirty. It looked as they were played in a swamp. Porphyria came close. Yes, they were her children. How did you guess? One of them only had 1 buck tooth. Children, I'm so happy to see you. I and your dad were worried. Don't do that again. With tears of joy running through her face, said Porphyria. Sorry, Mama. We didn't mean to, said one of the children. Sorry, Mama. After a few seconds had passed, all of the children said in unison. They felt such joy. This felt like the best they could have been. So the family reunited. Time flew fast as they shared their experiences. The trip has taught them many lessons and was filled with wonderful joy. Time flew fast, faster than they could have tell everything they heard and saw. Sun settled, hit under the plains. They stood there at night. Hamster and Martina said, Glenda's uncle helped us. He fed us and took care of our cows. He's over there, in that farmhouse. His name is Costas. He helped us. Interesting. Show me him, said the left Apotheria. Knock knock. Knock knock. The door opens. There stands a hamster. His hair seems to have started turning whitening. He greets them and invites inside. He's a blind man, a gentleman, you might call him one. The reunion spirit is still shining their hearts. Would you like some tea? If you don't drink tea, I have water, generously asked Costas. Water is fine. How do you find my little children? What did you feed them? I'm sorry for asking so many questions. I just really love my little ones. It's okay. I took care of them. Holmes laughed. I do not ask with curiosity in shining eyes. How about the cows? Are they well fed, careful, or are all of the cows there? Don't worry. I took care of your children and cows. I'm happy to see such loving parents go to this extent to find their children. Not every day you see parents search for their lost ones. How did you find us? It's a long story. You see, when we got the news that after a few hours of talking, the young hamsters were already sleeping, they decided to leave. Day before Christmas. The feast was a grand one. The whole Krizmavice family was there. The joy was grand and well deserved. The feast was at its peak. Knock knock. Knock knock. Knock knock. Porphyria opens the door. There stands a unicorn. What brought such a creature here? I came here to thank you. Thank you for what happened a long time ago. There she stood, shining like the sun of summer. This has to be a mistake. We did nothing. Maybe it's someone else. It can't be us. Long time ago, a couple of came to Unilands. They came there for unicorn hair. It's known that unicorn hair can be used to make all. It's known that Uniland sold all types of animal tribes: unicorns, hamsters, raccoons, so on and on. They wanted make love bracelets made out of unicorn hair. Hamster tradition says that unicorn hair bracelets will bind two hearts and keep them bonded for decades to come. They came here. They looked at every town corner. Finally, they found my mother. They after all they had. She allowed them to take part of her. I wasn't even born when it happened. She didn't accept any of the payments. She understood that you should not profit from love. When I was a little unicorn, she told me that story. I might have been little, but I still understood that their joy wasn't an easy one. Journey wasn't an easy one. I set my life goal to give them or their descendants a gift that can't be forgotten. It's a ring that glows when someone is filled with joy. It's a gift for Kritmavice. We don't deserve such a gift, but Feria refused to accept the gift. Let it be a Christmas gift. You deserve it. Perhaps the Christmas magic brought her. Nonetheless, they had a great Christmas Eve and Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone. Troler.